Good morning, everybody. We'll begin today's session now. The first question, which of the option can be associated with all the objects, with all these objects that are there? Okay, you're given here a series of 6 objects. You have to identify which of the shape in the options is just given here and as A, B, C, D is associated with all these objects. Okay, this represents some kind of a film or shooting or something. This represents some kind of a light post or light. This represents ship. This represents some kind of an officer or somebody with a gun. This represents a navigation tool. This represents fish. All of these are some kind of, they are hinting towards some kind of a movie getting made on a ship in the sea or something like that. So the closest symbolic association will be to the star, which is associated with the sea. So C is the correct answer. Okay, move to the next one. You're given here a folding sequence. After this is folded, we are cutting this form here. You have to identify when you unfold it, what will be the cutout that will be formed. When we unfold it, what will be the cutout that will be formed. Okay. So this is how the unfolding sequence happens. ये वाले form में जब cutout हो रहा है, after this when we move here, figure 1, this is how the unfolded version will look like. ये वाला part will look something like this when you open it up. और ये वाला जो final part है, which is this one, will look something like this. So the correct answer is option A. Okay. We'll move to the next one. Which of the given option matches the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4 with tiles P, Q, R, S correctly? Okay, आपको tiles दिए, आपको pattern दिए 1, 2, 3, 4 here. कौन सी tiles of the option match correctly? आपको option यहाँ पे दिया गया है. Let's do this. So, आपका जो 1 वाला tile है is associated with the tile R and the form is what you see here. Okay, ये वाला जो second वाला figure है is associated with the tile S. Third वाला जो part है, which is this one, is associated with the tile P. और fourth वाला जो part है, which is this one, is associated with the tile Q. So it has to be 1 R, 2 S, 3 P and 4 Q. एक ही जगह पे ऐसा हो रहा है, which is option D. 1 R, 2 S, 3 P and 4 Q. So D is the correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. The adjacent figure, this figure has 6 compartments. ये रहे, ये वाला एक grid है, ये ऐसे ये एक compartment है. वैसे आपके पास 6 compartments है. Each compartment consists of 6 squares. These 6 squares are to be filled with 6 different colors in such a way that each row, each column and each compartment should have all 6 colors. Which of the option will replace this question mark? आपको ये compartment दिया है, आपको ये ढूंढना है कि और ऐसे 6 compartments है आपके पास, ये रहे वो 6 वाले compartments. Okay. These are the 6 compartments and we also have rows with 6 cells and there are columns with 6 cells also. आपको ये arrange करना है कि in what formation will each row, each column and each compartment, row, column and compartment will have all 6 colors. After you've done that, ये 2 question mark वाली जगह है, वहां पे कौन से 2 colors आएंगे वो ढूंढना है आपको. This is like how we do a Sudoku puzzle with numbers, but here you are given colors. Very similar to that. Okay, let's do this. So this is how the puzzle can be solved of colors. जहां पे ये 2 question mark वाले जो थे numbers, वो red और green और red दोनों होंगे. वो एक ही जगह पे हो रहा है, which is option C, which is the correct answer. In this case, if you observe, रो में सब कलर्स डिफरेंट है, कॉलम में भी सब कलर्स डिफरेंट है और क्वाड्रेंट सेक्शन वाइज भी सब कलर्स डिफरेंट है. ओके, So C is the correct answer. We'll move to the next one. If this tone becomes this, then this would become what? If this color, which is teal, becomes this little bit darker teal, then this pink, which is baby pink, becomes which color? The correct answer here will be option B. Okay. C wala is little bit lighter than B. This is almost two-tone variation that is happening here. So B will be the correct one. Okay. We'll move to the next one. Pick an option from the right which correctly completes the pattern, color pattern on the left. ये वाले जो वो ऑप्शंस है उसमें से हमको यहाँ पे कौन सा पैटर्न फिट होगा ताकि वो पूरा कलर पैटर्न कंप्लीट हो. देयर इज सम पैटर्न व्हिच मींस सम सीक्वेंस में सम पैटर्न में रिपीटेशन हो रहा है. ओके, लेट्स डू दिस. सो हियर this is the hexagonal grid that in which we have to fill the colors. All right, within this grid we'll observe के दो कलर्स के बीच वाला कलर्स कहाँ पे आ रहा है. जैसे ये पर्पल और ये ग्रीन है. पर्पल और ग्रीन कहाँ पे हो रहा है? यहाँ पे हो रहा है पर्पल ग्रीन, वहां पे बीच में रेड है. पर्पल और ग्रीन और कहाँ पे हो रहा है? साइड बाय साइड. We'll trace that. Here it happens, purple and green. Purple and green also happens here. बीच में यहाँ पे भी और यहाँ पे भी रेड है. So obviously I know बीच में कलर रेड आएगा. So सब में ही रेड है, so we cannot eliminate anything क्योंकि यहाँ पे रेड है, यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे भी रेड है. Okay. Now we look at the last one. Last वाला जो पार्ट है वहां पे ग्रीन और रेड है. ग्रीन और रेड ऑपोजिट साइड पे कहाँ पे आ रहे हैं? ग्रीन और रेड यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं ऑपोजिट साइड पे, बीच में पिंक है. Green or red happens here also where there is a pink. Green or red happens here also where there is a pink. So far I have found this. और यहाँ पे भी same चीज हो रहा है. So far I find that pink आना चाहिए last में. Okay, so यहाँ पे pink आएगा. Based on that, B और D जहाँ पे purple है will be eliminated. A और C में से I'll figure it out. मैं ये वाला भी figure out करूंगी कि दो साइड रेड है तो बीच में कौन सा कलर आ रहा है. दो साइड रेड है तो बीच में कौन सा कलर आ रहा है? वो यहाँ पे ग्रीन आ रहा है ये पार्ट में. यहाँ पे भी ये पार्ट में ग्रीन आ रहा है. यहाँ पे भी ये पार्ट में ग्रीन आ रहा है. सो ऑब्वियसली आई नो कि वहां पे आपका कलर ग्रीन आना चाहिए. सो option A is eliminated and C is the one which is the correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Choose the option that would replace a question mark to correctly complete the pattern. Okay, so here if you observe the way in which the circle and the hexagon move, it is very simple. जैसे हेक्सागन यहाँ से वो डायगोनल मूवमेंट यहाँ पे आ रहा है, फिर यहाँ से वो यहाँ पे डायगोनल में जा रहा है. इन दिस पार्ट, इन दिस फिगर ये डायगोनल से वो यहाँ पे जा रहा है, फिर यहाँ से वो यहाँ पे आ रहा है. सो इन दिस फिगर ऑब्वियसली इट हैज टू कम हियर डायगोनली एंड देन द कलर शुड आल्सो चेंज क्योंकि डायगोनल में वो कलर चेंज हो रहा है हर एक जगह पे. सो ऑरेंज विल शुड कम. तो सी और डी एलिमिनेट हो जाता है वहां पे. ए और बी में से सर्कल वाला पार्ट हमको देखेंगे. सर्कल वाले में भी वो डायगोनली ट्रेस हो रहा है आपका. तो सर्कल जो ग्रीन है comes on the other side and becomes kind of a vermilion or a maroon one. So A will be wrong and B is the one which is the correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Choose the figure that should replace the question mark. You're given here a grid. You have to identify यहाँ पे कौन सा figure आएगा of the options. Okay, so here the correct answer will be option D because if you observe the way rows are happening, इन दोनों को आप ओवरलैप करोगे तो ये जो कॉमन पार्ट है वो चला जाता है और जो भी बच जाता है जो नॉन कॉमन पार्ट है वो आपका थर्ड पार्ट में आ रहा है. सो दैट्स वाई इन दोनों में कॉमन वाला ये वाला पार्ट है वो चला जाएगा और बाकी सब रह जाएगा. सो D is the one which is the correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Which set of colors, choose a set of colors which is represented in the painting. Choose the set of color that is represented in this painting. Okay, obviously here the correct answer is D. ए वाला जो पार्ट है वहां पे आपका जो ये येलोइश टोन वाले दो पार्ट है, दे आर लिटिल बिट प्रॉब्लमैटिक, ऑल्सो द ग्रीन एंड द रेड आर प्रॉब्लमैटिक. विथ केस ऑफ ऑप्शन बी आपका ब्लू वाला और ये ब्राउनिश वाला टोन है वो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमैटिक हो रहा है. Even the darker green looks little bit dark, but that can be still okay. But the red is also little bit pinkish पे जा रहा है थोड़ा. सी वाला जो पार्ट है वहां पे ये ब्लू इज प्रॉब्लमैटिक. सो ए, बी और सी आर रॉन्ग. डी इज द वन which is the correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. Look carefully at the sentence given below. It is written in a specific font. From the option, choose the letter which belongs to the same font family. हमको same font family से belong करता हुआ letter ढूंढना है which belongs to this same font family. Okay. In this case, the one part which we should not miss is the not, because the दिया है, the में वो not आता है. That's why. ये वाला not, z वाला, ये वाला जो letter है z वाला, वहां से we can find it out. So ये वाला not ऐसा फॉर्म हो रहा है. So there's a line and then there's a curve. Okay, so we are looking at that kind of font style. So A is the only one where that happens. So A is the correct answer. C में भी हो रहा है, but C में it's an angle. C में ये इतना angle हो रहा है, फिर वो curve आ रहा है यहाँ पे. So C is wrong, B is obviously wrong, and D be wrong. Okay, A is the correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. You're given here a grid. You have to identify which of the option will replace the empty space that is there here. Okay, we'll do this now. This is how the grid repetition happens. ये वाला जो पार्ट है, empty space है, उसके आसपास क्या हो रहा है? First I found that. जैसे ये पार्ट है, how is that repeated? This part repeats like this. And then after once I found this, all I will do is I will just find where what will come in the part. ये वाला जो grid है उसमें यहाँ पे ये वाला part आएगा. So work a third which is happening here. उसके बाजू वाला grid में third th आ रहा है. So correct answer is third th वाला option A. A is the correct one. Okay. So this part will be this part. We'll move to the next. In pigment colors, if green is blue, yellow is green, blue is white, and red is yellow, what is the complementary color of white and green? Pigment color wheel में आपको coding दिया है. Green color is blue, yellow is green, blue is called white, red is called yellow. What is the complementary color of these two codes, white and green? Okay. One way of doing it is white represents blue and green represents, white represents blue यहाँ पे दिया है, and green represents yellow. Yellow और blue का complementary color is red, and red is known as yellow. So it can be red or it can also be yellow. Yellow यहाँ पे नहीं दिया है, so C is the correct answer. In an alternate way, you can also do it like this, where you can draw the color wheel and you can literally write the codes for it. जैसे green is blue, green is blue, yellow is green, yellow is green, blue is white, जो यहाँ पे दिया है, red is yellow, जो यहाँ पे दिया है. What is the complementary color of white and green? White or green का complementary color will be red, yellow. Opposite end of it. So also we came up with the answer option C. Okay, we'll move to the next one. 4 identical pieces of wood of length 50, 8 and 2 centimeters are given. They are arranged like this. Another larger square is generated by rotating all the wooden planks along the outer edge and extending the outermost lines till they touch each other. What is the area of the larger square thus constructed? What is the area of the larger square thus constructed? ये हमको form दिया है. When these planks are placed on the ground like this, and we are able to get this kind of a shape on the ground, on all the sides, of course. यहाँ पे भी आएगा और यहाँ पे भी आएगा. And then after we do this, we are actually constructing a larger square out of this profile. A very large square out of this profile is being constructed after we do this. ये जो बड़ा स्क्वायर बनेगा उसका एरिया क्या होगा वो ढूंढना है आपको. Okay, let's do this. In this case, when the plank is kept on the ground, in the current position, it looks like this. When it flips on the ground, it looks like this. Okay, and it flips on the ground, it looks like this. In this case, ये वाले पोजीशन में इसका 2 mm और यहाँ का 8 mm ऐड होगा in addition to this profile that is there. So currently उसका प्लान वाला प्रोफाइल ऐसा कुछ होगा. Because the length is 50, internal ये वाला 50/50 होगा. यहाँ पे 2 mm, ये थिकनेस का 2 mm, ये 2 mm ऐड होगा यहाँ पे. Plus, when I place it on the ground in this position, when I place it on the ground in this position, it will be, the outer profile thus generated will look something like this, जिसमें ये वाला 8 mm होगा. So in total, ये total dimension आपका add जो होता है वो 10 mm होगा here, 10 mm here, 10 mm here and 10 mm here. So outer profile just बनेगा वो 50 plus 10 plus 10, 70 and also 70 here. So the area of the bigger square will be 70/70, which is 4,900 is the area of the outer profile. Okay. With this question, I will end this. Sorry, we'll take one more question. I'm sorry. A cricket team has 10 blue pairs of gloves and 10 white pairs of gloves in a cricket kit. If a batter reaches into the kit and pulls out one glove at a time without looking at it, what is the least number of gloves she must pull out to make sure that she has a pair of gloves of the same color? What is the least number of gloves she must pull out to make sure that she has a pair of gloves of the same color? Okay. Here, what we know is the batter has 10 blue pairs of gloves. Gloves है तो gloves में left और right होता है. So this batter will have 10 left blue colored pairs, blue colored glove plus 10 right blue colored glove. He also has 10 white pairs. So he has 10 left white colored and then 10 right white color glove. I'm talking about single glove. I'm not talking about pair here. Okay. So because हमको we have to be sure, we have to be completely sure that this lady gets a pair of same color. Let's imagine a worst case scenario. In the worst case scenario, what if this person takes in the first 10 pulls, takes out all 10 left blue glove. After this, in the next 10 pulls, she takes out all 10 left white colored glove. So all I have done is in these 20 pulls, I have pulled out all the left blue and white gloves. All is left behind will be the right glove of blue and white colors, which means after this 20 pull, when in one pull, after this, in the one pull, I will be sure that whatever color comes of right color of right glove will pair with either of the blue or white glove. क्योंकि कोई भी color हो, because I have left of both white, blue and white, whatever color comes of right will for sure pair up with the gloves that I've already pulled out. So the correct answer is 20 plus 1, 21 pulls. Okay. With this, I will end today's session. Thank you so much for your time.